must succeed. Let's make sure that history never forgets the name. Enterprise. Guard out.
Our lives are different to anybody else's. That's the exciting thing. Nobody in the universe can do what we're doing.
Greenville, I am on a battle station. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Oh, hundreds and hundreds, but don't worry. I started a very long time ago.
Calling the War Council of Gallifrey. This is the Doctor.
You might say I've been doing this all my lives.
Good luck.
Stand by.
Ready. Commencing calculations. Zoom me there.
Cross the boundaries that divide one universe from another.
Got to lock onto his coordinates.
And for my next trick, I didn't know when I was well off. All 12 of them.
No, sir.
Ah! All 13!
Yes, indeed, listen. This is what they want. Good evening, guys. Morning up. You're all doing well on this fabulous Saturday. If you're on this side of the international date line, how you doing, man? I need a haircut, right? I am shaggy beyond shaggy, baby. Oh man, I feel like the Ant-Man in the Iron Mask. If I was in an Iron Mask. Anyway, good evening, good morning. Hope you're all doing well. So for me, it's Saturday night. For you, probably also Saturday. Me, it's like 9 o'clock. This is my preamble for the evening, right? I got Sabbath ended about an hour ago. So this show in a few weeks is going to move back to, I guess, 6:30. Right? Yeah, I guess 6:30 as Sabbath starts going out earlier. Check the news. Nothing seems to have gone down anywhere as far as I mean, like, yeah, I saw before Sabbath that we're going to talk about it. The super cringe that is the new Doctor Who podcast. Oh god, it's so cringe. We'll look at that. So it's so cringe, right, man? It's just like, it's sad watching them definitely try and wring some more blood out of that, desiccated stone that is Doctor Who. Like, no, come on, we can squeeze another penny out of them. I mean, my god. It'll be one thing if the stuff they're putting out was any quality, but it's not, right? But it's not. What can you do? I don't know. I mean, look, on the upside, woke is dead. Oh, thank God. Ding dong, woke is dead. Right? I am so pleased about that. Oh, I was talking, we had guest for Sabbath. We had my daughter-in-law. Well, now, I would not say heavily pregnant, but like pretty darn pregnant daughter-in-law. And, her father and his fiance, then they get, and also my son, his husband, and his fiance, and they getting married in 2 weeks, and they're very French, right? They're very French, not a little French, very French, right? I mean, they're very. Yeah, they bought a ton of shit with them, which is very. I bring a bottle of wine or something, or let my wife take care of it, whatever. Right? They just bought what's that? No, they just bought 2 boxes of like things from a patisserie, and so I had to be educated. Like my son had to explain to me how you eat these, because like not the way normal Lebetkin will eat them. You take your patisserie, you go, and it's gone. Right. Now apparently you cut them up and everybody gets one. I'm really, I want it all to be mine. Makes it so much better. What else? Wine and candy. Weird. I like the candy. The candy was good. Right. My wife made so much food, which probably is gone now. Right. Oh god, it kills me. Everyone scavenged. Okay. We had. What was last night? Last night was an awesome brisket. Oh, Lonnie would be proud. Right? So here's the problem. A lot of times Jews for Sabbath, they make stuff in a slow cooker, a crock pot. right? Because you put it on and then you leave. There's like a stew we have called chulent, right? Which is actually, wait a minute. Why am I trying to explain this when I have the perfect video? The time has come, right? I said I got this video. I've been keeping it here because I said at one point this is going to come in handy, right? And it actually has, right? And assuming I haven't gotten rid of it. Hang on 1 second. Oh, maybe I've already shown it. With this super Jewish guy explains to I think a black gentleman what chulent is, right? And it was just such a weird. Nah, I got rid of it. Oh, bummer. Never mind. Anyway, so they put it in the crock pot. The trouble is when you put like a roast in it, it's like for 7 hours, 8 hours, okay. For like 12 to 15, it's just kind of falling apart at that point. So what my wife did, she put it on overnight on Thursday and then took it off. And man, was that a good roast. Chicken. If you want a real easy chicken recipe and it's fantastic, it's really easy and really fantastic. But you got to follow it carefully. You put a bit of chicken in the middle of a cooking sheet or something, right? Put kosher salt. I mean, it can be treif, it can be non-kosher salt. Rock salt around the outside. Make sure none of it touches the chicken. If it touches the chicken, it doesn't work, right? And that's your basic rule for life. If it touches the chicken, it doesn't work. And then roast it. Oh, it's good. It's really good. And then we have, how do you make, we're going to get to geeky stuff soon, but this is important. How do you make the perfect roast potato? So I'm going to help you out with this. You peel, obviously, the potatoes and cut them up into, like quarters, roughly, right? You get nice, decent-sized potatoes, right? Then you boil them. Boil the potatoes, right? Until they're soft to a fork will go into them. Drain those potatoes, right? Put them into a, cooking thing, not a pot, what's it? Pan. Put them into a pan that goes in the oven, right? Cut up an onion, sprinkle it over, liberally drizzle canola oil. Boom, high temperature for about 2 hours. That's good. That's good stuff, man. Now my wife went one stage further, right? And she actually cooked the potatoes in with the roast overnight. So I was like, well, that was pretty darn good. And it was actually pretty darn good. Although the color was a bit dark. Anyway, so we had that. And then for lunch, just so much food. It was crazy how much food we had. Then for Kiddush, which is kind of a snack when you get home from synagogue, my wife had made an awesome baked salmon. Oh, man, it's like pecan crusted. Oh, it's really good. Because there was a bunch of us. There was like 7 of us. And then she made gravelox, which is essentially curing salmon. That's pretty darn good. And what else we have? Oh, and jachnon. Oh, yeah, jachnon is a Eastern, not European, Eastern, like Middle Eastern thing. It's you make dough, a special type of dough, and you pat it out with your hands. It's got to be with a hand. With our hands, you could call it a hand job, but not as fun, right? Make it flat, and then you kind of like get them to it's really thin, and then you have to roll a bunch of them together into a cigar, and then you cook them, right? And normally you cook them with boiled eggs, and you cook them in bread. Why? I don't know. Apparently, it makes it cook, right? So they were good, and my daughter made. There's a traditional kind of sauce that goes with it, which is basically blended tomatoes, anyway, with like some spicy stuff and I don't know, spices. And you have that with boiled egg. It's actually very, very good. And also we had herring, right? Now I made a mistake, right? Learn from me, because on Sundays often my stomach is awful. I'm burping and farting up a storm, right? But I was like that today. I was like, what happened? I realized the drink that I drink, Crystal Light, is very bad for you, right? It's very, very bad for you. And I was thirsty because it's bloody hot. And I think I drank the whole container myself. And that's why I've been bloated. I learned from me. Stay off the Crystal Light, kids. And then, we're not even on to lunch yet. And lunch, my wife made Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes. Oh, God, it's good. Nah, a chicken salad, which hopefully she saved a bit for me. And what else do we have? Oh, and a cranberry apple kugel. Right? What's a kugel? Right? You got to hang out with religious Jews to find out what a kugel is. Kugel is basically you put something, you take some kind of vegetable or something, and you grind it up, I guess, and put some egg in it and make it into a cake, and you bake it in a cake pan, right? But so you made this very good cranberry apple kugel, which is basically sweet with oatmeal, cranberries, and apple. Oh, the salad, by the way, had pears from our garden, right? Which led me to say my wife has a lovely pear. But you know, I can't argue with any level. Anyway, I digress. I spent way too long on that. So on Sabbath, right? I always read stuff on Sabbath. On Sabbath, I was thinking, you know what? It wouldn't be hard to make an ass-kicking, like an awesome ass-kicking animated feature of slaying the horn god, right? Which is very like, I'll pull it up, right? With art by Simon Bisley, right? To turn it into animated feature using AI, because I remembered there's quite a good audio adaptation of it, right? Here's share screen. Here we go, slaying the horn god. So this was very, very, very like seminal at the time, right? I mean, this did gangbusters for 2000 AD. They sold like 25,000 units of the graphic novel, which is like 10 times of Dread sells, right? And it'd been a very different art style until now. And now it was Simon Bisley, and this was his like breakout strip, right? And so it's incredible sword and sorcery stuff. But you know what? This could really be animated by AI very easily. I mean, firstly, they could get the original artwork without the lettering on it, or you could just AI it out. It's incredible how that works, right? You just AI, like, it blows my mind how that works, right? And then like put this in and say zoom in, right, to this window with this guy in it, right, and have it like turn around. I mean, look, I mean, there's work to be done. It's not easy, but all the ingredients are there. Like you can AI that, you can animate that easily. And animate this. Somebody could really do this, right? And again, the audio already exists, and so it'll be marrying them together. But it'll be like heavy metal, and I was like, man, that's a really good idea. Who should have a crack at this? I wish he was, because he got burnt with Doctor Who. I think Mid-Journey Doctor Who, right? I'd love to see him take on something like this. See, if I was rich, I would pay him no question, like without batting an eye, and I'll pay Dynapuff to just do stuff, right? But imagine this artwork animated; it's going to be awesome, right? I mean, it really. And you did get a heavy metal soundtrack with it. Oh man, it'll be really cool. So anyway, so that led me to thinking, man, I haven't looked at 2000 AD in a very long time, right? In a few years, because I stopped reading it because it was just. Everything was chicks and it was woke and it was boring and it wasn't fun, right? And I was buying it habitually. There was one or two strips normally I liked in it, but normally most of it was like, oh, fuck off, right? Really genuinely, right? So I said, you know what? I know they brought back Scarlet Traces. I love Scarlet Traces. I'll pull it up for you. They brought back Scarlet Traces, and I was like, they'll bring out in graphic novel forms soon enough. But yeah, maybe I'll illegally download it, and so I can check it out. I'm going to be buying this anyway, right? And if I only wouldn't buy it because if it was like woke shit, it was woke shit. Fuck you. I'm not going to. So Scarlet Traces is awesome, right? Scarlet Traces is. It's a sequel to War of the Worlds, and they actually did their own War of the Worlds version as well, and it's really, really good. So it's like you have like the after war period, right? And the story initially starts like about 10 years after the war, 20 years after War of the Worlds, and then the next one is quite a bit later. and it's all about colonial expansionism using the War of the Worlds technology, right? And they kind of wrap it up too quickly. There wasn't enough time to tell that story, but then they brought it back and they continued it, but they moved it forward like 100 years or something, or 50 years. And so now it was riffing on really good classic sci-fi, right? Like there was a bit in it where they had this ancient map of the universe, and you had like, you know, the what was it? The aliens from Quatermass and the Silurians and stuff. Like, it was really cool, right? It was riffing on everything, so I really liked it. And then it reached a point where it was like ended on a cliffhanger where they found like the original whatever, and it said it will return. And it never did. That was a few years ago. So now it just came back, but this is a prequel set, like before the first book that's after the war, right? Which is probably a good idea because the Victorian Victorianism. Sorry, that's not it. Let me put it up. The Victorianism of it, I think, is pretty darn crucial, right? And look, the art isn't acquired taste. I like the art a lot, right? I really like it. I think it's interesting. It grabs me. I think it's emotive. It's different. It interests me. I like it. I understand why you wouldn't, right? But I for me, it's a swing and a hit. So anyway, so I'm interested. So I said, let me check out 2000 AD, see what it's like now. Boy, is it shit, right? I am amazed how shit it was. So yeah, we just looked at this. This is a Judge Dredd. So this is actually one of the better stories. I haven't read anything. I'm just going on the artwork, right? And I think this is reasonably good artwork, right? This it looks like there's too much. There's not enough background, right? And that's something I have a real problem with. I think that's a sign of a lack of professionalism. But generally speaking, this works. I mean, that's Judge Dredd. That's awful. He's got a moustache, right? And again, it's like it's okay, right? It actually is the weakest when the judges show up. Right, it's okay, and I will say just that. It's publishable. It'll be a weak, but it's publishable, right? So then they go to Rogue Trooper, and I like the effect with the blue being the only color, but man, this artwork is not exactly pulse pounding, is it? Like it's not like going to get, oh, look at that. I can't know. It's like, it's really, really dull and bad. And that's how I would describe the artwork for most of this issue. I mean, like, this looks like shit. It might be a great story, but the artwork is just like, it's not what you expect from 2000 AD. Right? It really isn't. And then they got, well, this one's not bad. Okay, this is, I think, the strongest in the issue. Got a nice Mobius feel going with it, but again, lack of backgrounds. Lack of backgrounds is a real way to tell there's really being, a seasoned professional or not. I think, right? It's not bad, right? It's not bad, but like, man, compare this to what I was reading. This is dross. Not in a million years would I pick up an issue. There's nothing. There's what? Like it is literally dross. Unbelievable. It really is. I mean, like, compare them to Slain. I have no idea what's good. Yeah. So the quality of everything is down big time. And I would say that, but it's not woke. Woke is really dead. Oh, woke is so dead, and it's so good. Here, let me pull up that video clip. So this guy, I kind of remember him from the Apprentice, and apparently he's well known now, and he seems like a really nice guy. He just got do I have it? He just got like cast on the Dancing with the Stars, and the liberals, the shit libs, are having a meltdown about it. I mean, check this out.
Particular appointment has caused a bit of a bit of an online backlash, and I think it's kind of justified.
Online backlash. See, here's what's going on. Visibly, woke lovey politics is a total fucking failure. Like, everybody knows it now. Right? There is not the reason England is a shithole, and it is a shithole. a shithole which government hates its populace. It's a total shit. It's not the country I grew up in, right? I would have no desire to go back to it whatsoever, and I'm very mad at what a shithole it's become. And it's because people like Sadiq Khan. And no, Sadiq, it's not because you're a Muslim. It's because you're a cunt, right? I'm sure you have plenty of Muslim cunts going around. You're one of them. I'm sure you have many Muslims who aren't cunts, right? You're not one of them, right? You're a cunt. Oh, by the way, this morning. So just proving that it's universal. Our guests who are here for Sabbath, we have 3 prayer. They're called minyanim. So we got 3 services, right, that you could join. You got the one at 7:30, the one I go to, the best. That's over by 9 o'clock. Chick chock, in and out, baby. You got the 9 o'clock minion. That one you're over by 10:30. Also, chick chock, in and out, quite nice minion. And then you got the one at 8:15, which could end up at also at 10:30. I mean, it goes on forever. I call that the minion of the cunts. Because it is. Anyway, I digress, right? I digress. The any pretense that left-wing policies that wokedom has in any way been success is gone. It's over. Culturally, you've lost, and they're crying like bitches about it. Oh.
So the new person to be on Strictly that was announced was Tom Skinner.
Who is Tom Skinner?
If you don't know him, he was previously an apprentice, a star on The Apprentice show.
Okay, so why are you so dismissive of him? And honestly, so somebody who's so woke, he's very made up and sexualized. But Karen, I'm very shaggable is what I'm saying. You should take that as a compliment.
Did he win?
Don't know, don't watch it. But he is actually, he's sort of cultivated this online personality, and he's quite loved, sort of cheeky chap. He talks about the old, graft, and he's like, I don't know how real the accent is, but...
Yeah, don't know how real it is. Again, this is a liberal response to everything, right? Everything's bad, everything. No, he's making it up, he's faking, nobody can read, bad. Like, this is exactly what they're fucking like. Why? Because look outside, you dumb cunt. You try walking down Camden High Street like that right now and see how easy your life is.
This is, he's got this audience, he's quite motivational.
There he is.
But he's now veered into, and this is where it's causing an issue. Strictly has always prided itself on being quite inclusive. This is a guy who met with J.D. Vance.
You mean the president of the vice president of the United States, a self-made man? Whose mother was a drug addict, right, and homeless, right, and pulled himself up by his bootstrings, got himself through college by himself, and worked to become wealthy, right? He built himself and married and has loved his life. Married, by the way, to an Indian woman, right? Oh, what an awful racist, right? And is. I've never seen anything about him that makes me think this man isn't a loving, genuine family man, right? He became wealthy through the sweat of his own brow and his own determination and his own greatness. I have nothing but respect for J.D. Vance. I can understand you not liking Trump, right? Trump will put you in your place, right? J.D. Vance is, he's so. That's why they hate him, right? I mean, again, this weird narrative that Trump is Hitler is over. It's only in your fucking shrinking minuscule bubble. And let me tell you, everybody finds you exhausting. And I feel bad for them. Like, again, I see every day when I go on Facebook, I see Ian Levine post after post after post after post. And it's not, and they're all insane. They're all like, and genuinely, I love Ian Levine, right? And I see him with this being tortured by this angst because essentially social media algorithms run by dumb cunts like this have made social media algorithms to make Ian Levine crazy. And I thought again, he's an elderly gentleman. He's got so much life, so much effort. He should have lived to 120, right? I genuinely mean that. I genuinely love Ian Levine, right? Unreservedly, I do. Because he's such a good guy. He's done so much, right? And he's a fun guy as well. He's a fun, interesting character, right? Again, I love Ian Levine. do not think this is not purely from love. But I'm like, it breaks me to see how like he's like, oh, so consumed, but everything's okay.
Over the weekend in the Cotswolds, talked about him being a proper gent, has worn a MAGA hat.
Okay, none of this is wrong. Why are you saying it like a MAGA hat? Okay, you're an arse hat.
A couple of weeks ago, he launched a tirade at the woke brigade based on absolutely nothing, literally like starting a fight in an open room, saying...
Maybe because you're an annoying cunt. Have you ever thought of that?
Wokies were coming after his full English.
Isn't that inclusive, though? I understand you wouldn't agree with his politics or what he stands for, the people that he meets. But if we're going to talk about being inclusive, we have to be inclusive of all political...
Okay.
You mean like the majority of the country? Right? Literally the majority of the country. Right? Should we be inclusive? No! 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 We have to exclude them because then people might think they're not crazy and then we can't control them as easy as we are. No! And that's what's going on.
But is the BBC, to be fair to Narinda, who is a fellow Jeremy Vine show panellist, right? She actually took to Twitter and I backed what she said because would there be, because he's quite outspoken, he's obviously quite populist on the what seems to be the right. I personally bookmarked this. I reckon he's going to be a reform candidate eventually. I think that the equivalent for a mouth...
You're saying it like an insult and they're the most popular party in the country. I don't particularly like them, right? I like, what was it, Rupert Lowe, right? And I think by the time, if they wait till 2029, he could well be Prime Minister. Man, I would feel bad for Nigel Farage. I really would. But fuck, it's in the arse. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Most people like that. You're fucking crazy. Why shouldn't we include the majority? Right? I understand you want to include the minorities. Can we include the majority as well, darling? No! Because then now we know. Woke's over. We know.
A person, certainly a person of colour or a woman of colour, on the other side of politics, would not get a stab at Strictly.
What my question is...
Are you out of your fucking mind? I can't remember the last time there was a woman with a vagina on the BBC. Right? There's chicks with dicks wall to fucking wall. Like, really? Do you think they're an oppressed underclass? Are you out your fucking mind? What? Oh, Jesus.
How did he get to be barbecue buddies with the Vice President of the United States?
Yeah, that's a bit concerning.
But the reason he's done that, so JD Vance engaged with him after his ridiculous tweet.
On Twitter.
His ridiculous tweet. Yes.
That everybody agreed. Yeah, listen, you guys are a nightmare. You got to understand, you guys are fucking, you're poison. We all hate you. And that's why you bully us, right? Because you know how much we fucking hate you, right? Now, I'm not wishing harm on you, but like, come on, you woke fucks. We all hate you, right? And that's why you've had your boot on our neck for the last 7 years.
Let's have a look at a social media post from Thomas Skinner. For those of you who have no idea who he is, here he is.
Good morning and happy Wednesday, you lovely, lovely people.
Okay. I like this guy. I don't like cunt face over there. What the hell?
Now, of course, we're in Dino's Cafe. It's the cracker dawn. And look what I've got today. An absolute governor breakfast. Keep on smashing life. Up the grafters. Don't give up. Love to you and your family.
Up the grafters. Love to you and your family. Bloody hell. This guy's awesome.
So JD Vance loved that and they...
Oh, no,
JD
Vance loved his tweet where he basically went on this tirade. He said, I'll say this once and I'll say it straight. Stop bending over backwards for the woke brigade.
Yeah, you! Stop doing that. You're right. We've made you think you matter and you don't. It was a terrible mistake.
Who gives a...
So when you got
get offended by a full English. Who?
They do. You do. You're offended by... You presented nothing. He met with JD Vance. I'm like, yeah. We were selected as a candidate by the most popular party in England. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not following you. Right.
He gets offended by a full English.
Okay, it was a joke, you dumb cunt. Fuck me. And I tell you, yeah, it will be to that young lady's advantage if people would just start referring to her as a dumb cunt to her face, right? It will be to her advantage because the first part of getting over a problem is knowing you have a problem. And it's dumb cuntery. Oh, you got to stop with the dumb cuntery. Okay, let's get to the chat. Let's get to the chat. then we'll get to real dumb country. What's that? I've got to check out. Doink. Doink. Yeah, 816. That's the. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Always happy to bring back a bit of racial balance. Okay, so the French people that with they're very French. My stepdaughter's father and his fiance. So she's a journalist working for like Real Media, right? I think, and she has a podcast. But she knows all about comics. She reads comics. She hated this Superman. I was like, it was awesome. It was fact. She didn't like Lois Lane. I'm like, really? What's not to like? Rachel Brosnahan, please, more of that. That can only be good. Right, and she's stunningly gorgeous. I mean, she genuinely is stunningly good. Oh, I found what that was. So I think it's a very good idea bringing home media quickly. No one's going to cinema sit again now. You're done. It's 35 days late. You're done. Right. And the trouble is I agree with them. By the way, I think the Fantastic Four was a better movie in terms of a movie. It really was. This was just okay, but in terms of one thing, launched a franchise, right? The Superman legitimately relaunched the DC universe in a new, and for me, I find it very exciting direction. Right? Whereas Fantastic Four essentially proved the MCU is dead, right? Because it was a good movie and it wasn't woke, right? It was just, it's dead. No one's interested anymore. You can't expect $1 billion movies from them anymore, right? I would say an MCU movie, if they get 500 million, they're doing incredibly well, right? Incredibly well, and they really should be budgeting towards that. And with that understanding, the $1 billion days are over because you drove us all away, right? Whereas I think the $1 billion days could be in the future for DC movies. I think, honestly, in terms of movie, it was far from perfect. I think probably one of James Gunn's weakest of what I've seen. Right, in terms of launching a universe, a franchise, it was excellent. Right, and in terms of like a cinematic experience, my wife liked it. So there you go. I think that's enough, really. I think that's proof that it worked fine. Let's get to the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we up to? Okay, you think so, Rachel? Okay, we're all together on this one. Darren M is here. Darren, thank you for joining us. We got OG's here. Just been away to Holland Wells. And you know what I've noticed? Welsh, Union Jacks and St. George's flags almost everywhere, unlike Cambridgeshire. There is apparently a movement to put up flags now. Like just the citizenry doing it. Honestly, it is government versus the populace. It really is. If there was a military commander who would take over, he would win. Right? Jonathan Cox is here. How you doing, Jonathan Cox? Have you watched the TV show Nautilus? No, but it is on Disney Plus. Is it good? Right? It looked a bit average. Right? That's why that's Clay I. Davis saying that. It looked a bit average to me. So I'll check it out. Generally speaking, weirdly, Disney Plus has become my favorite streaming service now. I'm loving King of the Hill. I've never seen it. So it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia before. So I'm going through that. That's fun. I like Star Wars again. You got Alien Earth on it and all the Alien. Got the Predator stuff on it. Right. I think that's all solid stuff. Frankly, Ethan McGonagall, who just jumped into the chat. One day I was sitting and teleport to Samaria and knock on the door. You're welcome. We have plenty of leftovers. That's true. Dr. Alex is here. Crom! I'm here from Croydon. I love his Croydon. How is everybody? What do I miss? Yeah, I can. something that's really blocking up my life right now. I got a bunch of Big Finish I need to finish listening to. I got not the current Sixth Doctor box set, but the last one, which came out 4 months ago, right? And I've still got was it 1.5 discs to go on the Companion Chronicles with Steve, and I've reached the best one because it's got Stephen Noonan in it. But like, it just takes me so long to get through. And I listened to the first few episodes of his Coda adaptation. It was fantastic. But I really want to do like some AI artwork for the background for it. I think it will. I think it'll be great, right? Because I really like it. It's really, really cool. Where are we up to? Darren M. Darren M. Love a bit of the Wall. It's really good. It's a very faithful adaptation, right? The most faithful adaptation on audio was Sherwood Sound. Let me see if I can find it. Sherwood Sounds War of the World. It was like a crowdsource thing, and how can you get it? Blog to Who? The website's changed. I know. So it's on Sound. Is the whole thing on SoundCloud? That would be crazy. Oh no, it's just the main theme. How do I get to their website? Hang on. This is from 7 years ago. This link. Hang on. And they don't even have the link there. Really? Get out of town. Oh, come on. War of the World's audio on Facebook. Colin Morgan was it? Oh, maybe look on the Twat. See if we can find them there. Okay, Sherwood Studios. Doink. Where is this? The last post was 4 years ago. Sherwood Sound will return. We're redesigning our website for 2025 and beyond. If you're looking for the coming March of their interpretation, where to go to. Here we go. Oh, that was a lot of work, right? Actually, you can. I might recommend this. Hang on. Share screen. That's a Chrome tab. This was so this is the DVD version of it, but it really is good. Who's the cast? And you get all the making of stuff. It was directed by Lisa Bowerman. She did a fantastic job in it. Absolutely fantastic. Why do they have all the cast listed here? Because it's very, very faithful. Let me have a look. What is that? Alien 1-6 box set? I've already got it. I'm just trying. Oh, here you go. Colin Morgan. And okay, that's all I got. Okay, do you have a release date for this yet? Let's have a look. November 10th. Okay. And you are we don't have a release date. Okay, fine. We've updated on all those things. Let's get back to the chat. But yeah, that's the best version of War of the Worlds. But of course, one Dr. X, I can't remember. I know you got Vincent Price reading not Edgar Allan Poe, the other one, H.P. Lovecraft, right? There we go. PD Rich is there, doing PD Rich on Dan's show on Thursday. They were talking about the BBC War of the Worlds a few years ago. It was ready to go like a year before it went out, and it was shit. Oh, I was so looking forward to it, and it was shit. Inspector number 23 is here. I knew woke was on the decline when Lord Sugar made a ruse joke to two black candidates on the Apprentice. This Apprentice is back. Why is the Apprentice back? One second. Apprentice UK. It's one of my favorite shows. Okay, Wikipedia. It says 19 seasons. It was the beginning of the year. It's next year. It's normally like January or something, isn't it? It's over the new year. Okay, very good. Fine. I like The Apprentice. What am I? Is that a guilty pleasure? I don't know. Matthew Pounder is here. Matthew Pounder. First series of beans and butters in the world. Again, if it's as good as King of the Hill, again, like, woke is dead, thank God. And even Star Trek was a pretty darn good episode this week with their, like, weirdly cast Kirk. It was a genuinely good episode. Is Adam Sugar still alive? I think so. I was amazed that Mel Brooks was still alive. Right? Genuine, like, really? Get out of it. He's still alive? Okay, so what should we do? I think we're going to do a preview of what our major show is going to be tomorrow night. We'll go over here we got that. Hang on. Yeah. We'll talk about what we want, because there's a lot to talk about. Right? It's so cringe. And then we'll do a wrap up the new headline. Then I got to head over to that. Right? That's where we are. So where we go. Doink. Start over here. Okay. And again, you just ask yourself, how? How is this the way they're marketing Doctor Who? Like how? How do they think this is a good idea? Because they have no idea what they're doing. Bottom line, they have literally no idea what they're doing. Right? The whole thing is just corporate malfeasance. Oh man, it's Bleeding Cool is a dog of a website, right? Oh man, let me close that. Oh, there you go. I think I got rid of the thing that's running. Here, share screen. Because like everything they do is awful. Right? It's like designed to chase people away from Doctor Who. You have that circuit breaker, and I understand on paper if you're a corporate moron, you go, "Oh yeah, this will be good." No one's going to buy anything in that, and I can't believe nobody advised it. Right? I can't believe that nobody advised them that most fandom hate this. It's because you know why? It's because they're all sycophantic and stupid, and they just don't want. They're all wokey fucks, essentially. There's no, the thirsty of thought going on anywhere in the entertainment industry, and they're all fucking stupid for that matter. Oh, I don't know what actors think their thoughts on politics are relevant, right? Honestly, it's not, and you're normally wrong. They're normally wrong about it. Again, how do we know wrong? Look at England. England is experiencing the end game of the politics that every fucking actor has said is the right way to go. You enjoying it? Right? Are you just in denial? So anyway, after Circuit Breaker, really they thought, you know what? We got to do our YouTube show. Like, how is there a budget for this? Who's paying for this? And what a misuse of this budget. So there's a new show. We'll watch the trailer tomorrow. It's like if you're a man, you will feel your balls shrivel up inside you. It's like you go, oh no, like you know what? Why don't you have some normal people from Doctor Who stuff? Right? I don't know anything about Tyrell Charles. He may be perfect. He may be a great talent and a genuine Doctor Who fan. He's only there because he's black. Like, that's the only reason that he's there. Right? I'm surprised they didn't get Dominic Martin. That's the one they normally like to go to. Right? Because and it's like, Dominic, mate, it's not me that's using you as a token to pretend I'm a virtuous person. Right? I am offended by you being used as a token, so fuck arseholes can feel like virtuous people, right? And I think I know nothing about it. My guess is he's black and gay, right? Because why wouldn't I guess that, right? Christy D, again, yeah, gay or whatever, trans or I don't fucking. How about having a normal person? You ever think of that? Like honestly, remember the fans in let me see if I can find it. And what's the name of that shit episode? Oh, fuck me. Doctor Who. Name of that episode? Found it? No. It's anything other than white and male, right? And like normal. There's nothing wrong with things being normal. Yeah. Can I make that bigger? I guess not. Okay, fine. Like, honestly. And like, we've reached the point now where no one's going, yeah, I mean, where you're not allowed to say it, right? We've genuinely reached that point because you've taken the piss relentlessly. Oh, yeah. I mean, who? Like the unit thing, it's all shit. All right, and you have so much stuff there. There's only people who knew and cared about Doctor Who beyond their identity, right? And that's the only thing they care about is their identity. I was like, enough already. And then there's this book coming out. It was quite nice. 4 by Rusty Davis. I'll give that a missing. I mean, yeah, look, beautiful. Like The Art of Time Travel by Peter McKinstry. I mean, okay, is this AI? It might be. Oh, I'm making crazy. Oh, I hope it turns out to be AI. Right? And again, I can't get any more of these things. I've had too many. All right, I like, oh, look, new renders of Daleks. Okay. It looks okay, but I'm super not interested. Like, super duper not interested. Yeah, so no thank you. Let's have a Cosmic Book News. So we will go over that tomorrow, right? Red Band trailer. We'll watch that tomorrow. No problem. Let's have a look. Refresh this. Ryan Reynolds Deadpool hasn't officially joined the Avengers Doomsday. Might not ever. I must have been a Photoshop or an AI thing of him on set. X-Men 97 creator has no faith in MCU X-Men plans. Blast Miss Marvel. Well, if they're going the same way, I mean, did they say what it is? X-Men 97 creator says Kevin Feige resented the show, paid for crew, rap party himself. Like, go away. Like, if they're going this direction with X-Men, fuck off. Now, do I have any faith in the MCU's mutant saga? Short answer, no. You also need to suppress your ego to make it your own and focus on the mutants on their terms. They're deeply disrespecting the canon and the emotional investment fans have. Yeah, it's like how many times do they do the same stupid thing? A retcon and a musical sting in Miss Marvel, and she's now somehow a mutant. Literally, our first intro into the X-Men in the MCU. Is not one of the decades worth mutants, but a YA retcon character that Kevin forced into the franchise to make it his own. Again, and everywhere they put her, it's been awful, right? A weird nostalgia cameo for Resurrection Doctor Strange 2 that used the animated series thing where Kevin thought it would be fresh and cool to see the revered leader and activist visionary of the X-Men entire get brutally murdered. Again, yeah, you can't hate the thing that you're supposed to like be stewarding. Nobody to review. Funny, I didn't really like Nobody. Okay, why is it? Why is it hitting digital so soon? Gordon Grant, he's also just as surprised, and he says the reason Superman is being released on Friday isn't because of anything to do with potential box office woes, but everything about Peacemaker season 2. Well, it's very complicated, but the truth is because it's because of Peacemaker. I originally thought Peacemaker was going to come out next month. There was a lot of things that are beyond our control. So that Peacemaker's coming out now. At the end of the day, I wanted everybody to be able to see Superman that they wanted to. Even actually, it makes sense to really be honest with you. Even those people who couldn't get to a theater before Peacemaker, that's really the reason for. Yeah, but they're having a shit about this stuff. I don't know why. Batman 2, Robin Rumor, correct claims insider. I don't care. I don't care. Batman Static Beyond, I have no idea. Jeremy Renner's back at work, apparently. Good for him. Thunderbolt hits Disney Plus August 27th. I'll watch it there. I'm not going to pay for it. Netflix drops season 2, part 2 trailer, confirms Gwendolyn Christie. Honestly, I love the casting, right? And the design in Wednesday. I really do. But it's, at the end of the day, it's a teen girl show, right? And I'm not really interested in a teen girl show, right? They did an Addams Family show with that. I'll be up for that. James Gunn tells kids not to watch Superman's sequel. Well, yeah, obviously it's R-rated. Facebook and Rules login issue. I couldn't care less. Red Sonja, fucking hell. That's an embarrassment. Zack Snyder Rebel game plots following. Yeah, again, you should have worked with Grant Morrison on that, Zach. I'm sorry. Is there any Star Trek news? There should be. Oh, we got Cheryl Hines blacklisted from new HBO show. Larry Dave's new HBO show over RFK marriage. Is she married to RFK? As Hollywood Council continues. Well, that's dumb. Yeah, I mean, like, it's just dumb. She's married to... Who's she married to? Due to her marriage to RFK Jr. and his role in the Trump administration. Larry, fuck you, you dumb fuck. Right? Again, go the way of Stephen Colbert. Go the way of Howard Stern. No one gives a shit. Episode 1 review, fantastic. In fact, I'm going to be talking about it in a couple of minutes over on Dan's channel. Worst ever results? I don't need to know that. Where are we up to? What we got here? Ryan Reynolds fuels MCU rumors. Is Deadpool joining Avengers Doomsday? Okay, here we see. Let's see what their plans are. Doink. Because they're saying they're going to outsource it, I heard on Friday. Which means, legitimately, I mean, we can imagine a Seth MacFarlane, Terry McTallis run Star Trek. That would be good. So on July 7th, took control of Paramount. Customer Legion has been controversial and largely unsuccessful. It really has been. Fans argue that the Equity and Inclusion Initiative overtook the storytelling it did, leaving. And here's the thing: now it's not woke. It's more often shit. Not tomorrow night we'll do a review of episodes. The last two. The last one was good, but again, Skydance gets in. The question is whether they'll clean house. Please, Kurtzman is clear. Has a year left on his contract where. And while an early exit is possible, it seems more likely he'll finish his term, possibly within limited extension. If Starfleet Academy, how can it continue? It looked awful. Long-term Skydance may look like bringing fresh leadership and restore the franchise. Rumors suggest that two main paths, continuing with Star Trek Legacy, is more of a fan favorite spin-off. I don't think it's happening after Picard season 3. That brings Next Generation cast, or completely discarding current trajectory and reviving classic styles through Enterprise continuation, pitched by Michael Piller. I didn't really like that either, frankly. The problem with these are also rumored attached to JDM's bad robot outfit. Come on. Anyway. Star Trek, I would love to hear good news about Star Trek, wouldn't you? Oh, that'd be fantastic. Anyway, I got to head off. I'm over on Dan's channel in about under 5 minutes, right? So and I want to go pee. Essentially, I want to go pee. I still recommend Alien Earth. One of the best things I've seen in a long time, right? Massive recommend. Back tomorrow night, 5 p.m. I will think you put the link in there. 5 p.m. And we will have a lot to talk about that. Anyway, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hit the end broadcast button. I'm going to hit it again. Say good night.